Porch light in the evening rain. Same old house, different name. Paint is thin, but it still stands like the lines in these old hands. Every road I ever chased taught me what I can't replace. I've seen cities dressed in gold, still felt young, still felt cold. Every mile I tried to roam just showed me what feels like home. This is where my heart slows down, where my feet know solid ground. I've been lost, I've been gone too long, but this is where I belong. No applause, no crowded rooms, just familiar skies and truths. After all the roads I've known, this is where I belong. Kitchen clock still runs too loud, laughing ghosts in every sound. Old photographs on worn out shelves, smiling back at younger selves. I chased fire, chased a name, paid the cost, I learned the game. But every win felt incomplete without this ground under my feet. Some things call you back in time, not with words, just a sign. This is where the silence heals, where the truth is what you feel. I've been bad, I've been wrong, but this is where I belong. I don't need the world to see who I was or used to be. I've earned my rest, I've earned my song, and this is where I belong. I don't need much anymore, just a place that knows my name. Nothing like memories have been rushed. This is where the nights feel right, where the dark don't bite so hard. I've been strong, I've been warm, but this is where I belong. When the road finally lets me go, when my steps begin to slow, if I leave one truth behind, Highway lines and neon signs, another mile, another lie. Got dust on my boots, smoke in my lungs, chasing the sound of who I was. I slept in bars, I bled on stage, shook hands with trouble, learned its name. City lights don't know my face, they just pass me by. Engine hum like a broken prayer, every road says anywhere. But no matter how fast I roam, I still feel it pulling me home. It still smells like home in the rain. Through the gasoline and pain, I run hard, yeah, I run alone. But this heart won't let it go. I burn the past, I break the chains. Still hear my name in the flame. I'm miles away, but I still know where the hell I'm from. Yeah, it still smells like home. Hey, hey, still smells like home. Mama's voice in a midnight call says, son, don't carry it all. Old back road, rusted sign where I learned to toe the line. I've loved too hard, I've stayed too long, left town with a half-road song. Every wind feels bittersweet without that ground under my feet. Rearview ghosts won't let me be. Every scar keeps calling me. I don't pray, but I still hope there's a light on down that road. Hey, it still smells like home at night. Hey, when the dash glows red and white, I push fast. Yeah, I lose control, but I know where my roots still grow. I don't need mercy, don't need a throne. Just a place where my name was known. I'm gone, yeah, I've always roamed, but this blood remembers home. Yeah, you don't lose where you came from, no matter how far you run. Ooh, no matter how far you run. Yeah, turn it up. Blacktop crack like an old man's hands, knows every sin I couldn't and stand. Learn to drive, learn to fight under broken streetlight signs. Every mile got a story to tell. Every mile got a story to tell. Some living born, some straight from hell. I left town fast, swore I was done, but these tires still know where I'm from. Rear view shakes when the engine roars, but I've been here all before. You can change your name, change your clothes, but hey, oh Rose, don't forget your sins. Hey, or the fire you were burning in. I run hard, yeah, I run cold, but they still got a grip on my soul. Hey, every scar, every broken code, every mile I ever rode. You can outrun the night sometimes, but oh Rose, never lose your mind. Hey, hey, old roads, don't forget. In a faded face, same damn town, different day. Some dreams die slow, some don't die right. Some just wait for Friday night. I've chased that shine, I've crossed that line, paid my dues one beer at a time. Every win, every overload still leads back to them old roads. White lines hum like a warning song, saying, boy, you were never gone. You can swear you've changed the code, but the pavement knows. Forgive or forget. Hey, every deal you ever regret. I've been fast, I've been bold, but they still own a piece of my soul, yeah. Hey, every town I tried to outgrow, every bridge I burned too slow. You can lie to the world all night, but all roads remember your life. Dirty attitude. Dry time, carry more pain. Dry time, early lines, emotional burn. Hey, hey, old roads don't fade with time. Hey, they're written deep in your spine. I've been lost, I've been cold, but I still feel them under my bones. Hey, hey, if I break, let it be known I was raised by dust and stone. I don't care where tomorrow goes, 'cause old roads, yeah, old roads still on me. Old roads, don't forget. No, they never let go. town or somewhere else. Wore different names, tried different cells. Packed my life and borrowed space. Thought I'd find home in another place. I've slept under unfamiliar skies. Learned how to leave without goodbyes. Every road I thought I chose still knew where I was going. Some things move, some things stay. Some truths don't drift away. This is where I land when the noise don't understand. When the world keeps pulling wrong, this is where I belong. No stage lights, no demands, just a place that knows my hands. After all the miles I ran, this is where I land. Different faces, same old days, same old hope in different ways. I've changed my mind, I've changed my plans, but not the things I stand on. Every loss taught me what's real. Every win showed what I need. Turns out homemade walls or names, it's where you're seen the same. I don't need the ground to shine, just to feel like it's mine. This is where I land, where I don't have to pretend, where the silence feels like song. This is where I belong. I don't need to understand every reason or demand. After all the miles I ran, this is where I land. Belonging ain't found, it remembers you. Feels like exhaling after holding on too long. This is where I land when I'm more than I had planned. When the road finally lets me go, this is where I know. If tomorrow shifts my ground, if the lights all burn out, I won't feel where I stand. 'Cause this is where I land. Where I land. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I couldn't name. Tried to steer every turn, tied to what I wanted. Watched it twist, watched it burn. I learned the hard way, fighting time just leaves you tired and slow. Some things ain't meant to be fixed, some things you let go. I don't need a sign from heaven, don't need to be told. I leave it in the road, lay it down, let it roll. Trust the miles ahead of me more than the fear I hold. I don't need to win the fight, I just need peace in my bones. I've done all I can do now, I leave it in the road. I've chased the truth till it cut me, asked questions with no sound. Learn silence has a language when you finally sit down. I don't curse the nights behind me, I don't beg for control. I put my hands back on the wheel and I let it go. Faith don't shout, it stays. I leave it in the road, every down, every low, trust the turn I can't yet see more than the plans I wrote. I don't need answers tonight, just a steady way home. I've done all I can do now, I leave it in the road. Peace ain't quitting, peace is knowing when to stop forcing and keep going. I leave it in the road, all the weight I outgrew. If it's meant to come back to me, it'll know what to do. I don't need to understand every mile I'm sure. I've done all I can do now, I leave it in the road. No prayers are spoken, no hands held tight, just trust and another night. I've been sleeping where the engines die. Gas and coffee keep alibis. Every time faster I run, the louder I hear where I'm from. Yeah. I'll miss the walls of the pain, I'll miss the place that knew my name, where you roll your scars, not your throne. Yeah, I'm gonna forget. I've been gone, I've been hell-bent stone, but the road ain't found me when the money's gone. I wear my sins like broken throne, but home don't forget. Mama prayed, I left it off. Felt free, I came without a cost. For I never settled down. Now I circle towns like a stayhound. As I run fights, I run, babe, but you can't outrun my bloody name. I burn bridges just to feel alive. Now I drink to keep them off my mind. I said I didn't need roots to stand. Forget how they still know where I am. Yeah, yeah. I don't miss the rules or the chains, I miss the truth and simple things, where a man's word still hits bone. Yeah, home don't forget. I've been wrong, I've been long gone. Been for life I can't lean on. I can lose every bet I've made, but home don't forget. If I ever roll back through that town, I won't ask for forgiveness now. Just a quiet drink, not a sign that I'm still one of mine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't need mercy, I don't need grace, just one place that ain't erased, where the curse still calls my bones. Yeah, home don't forget. I'll be right till the wheels fall off, chase every ghost I never lost. If this road's the last one I'm on, I know where I belong. No halo, no throne, just dust, blood, and stone. Yeah, home don't forget. Still standing, gravel drive, screen door sound, dust in the air, boots on the ground. That old house leans but it don't fall, like the men who built these walls. Radio hums a tired song, same three chords I grew up on. Learn real fast what'll last the longest, a hard day's work and keeping honest. Every crack in that old floor taught me what I'm fighting for. Hey, I was built where I came from. Hey, from the dirt and the burn of the sun. I bend, I break, but I don't run. Yeah, I was built to carry on. Hey, every mile tried to wear me thin. Hey, every loss cut deep within. But I stand tall, I stand strong, 'cause I was built where I came from. Hey, hey, still standing. Says son, life's tough, so toughen up. Mama's eyes knew every fear, but she never let it steer. Some friends faded, some stayed true. Some dreams died, some pulled me through. Every scar I try to hide still points me back to that roadside. You don't choose what makes you strong, you just hold on and keep moving on. Hey, I was built by memory, by the nights that wouldn't set me free. I've been low, I've been numb, but I was built to carry on. Hey, when the road tried to break my spine, hey, I leaned on roots I couldn't find. In the dark when hope was gone, I was built, yeah, built to carry on. Still here, still breathing, still standing. Aching bands, portals that refuse to fall. Army of brides arise, not scream. Sunlight safe from 5 not speed. Hey, I was built from worn out days, hey, from quiet prayers and stubborn ways. I've been bent, I've been torn, but I was built to carry on. When the world tried to say I'm done, hey, I stood my ground, I didn't run. If I fall, let it be known, I stood my ground. For home, for memory, for endurance. survive. We learned the hard way side by side, what it takes to stay. Time benders didn't break us clean, taught us what the quiet means. Some nights spoke louder than words, still we stayed. Love didn't shout, didn't run, it just kept showing up all these years. And I'm still here, still know your heart when it's not clear. We've seen the worst, we've faced our fears all these years. I don't need fire that fades fast, I need the kind that always lasts. If this is all I ever prove, I loved you true. Yeah. You said things time can't erase, wore our mistakes on our face. But every storm that tried to break just taught us how to bend. Hands held tight in hospital halls, empty rooms and midnight calls. Some victories felt small and strange, still we went on. It wasn't perfect, never clean, but it was real in between all these years. We learned to stay when walking out felt easier that day. We didn't always have the words, but we stayed heard. I don't need promises in stone, just knowing I'm not alone. If this world comes apart someday, I'll stay. Love like this don't chase the light, it builds a home in the dark. Every note feels lived in, nothing rushed. All these years, you're still my place, still recognize your face. Every line just proves it's true, I grew with you. If tomorrow takes its toll and time has more than I can hold, say I live one thing right, I love you all my life. All these years, all my life. and roads that never looked back at me. Every town had a different sky, but none of them ever felt like mine. I learned how to stand on my own 2 feet, learned the cost of leaving everything. I carried my name through the wind and rain, lost a few things, but I stayed the same. Now the miles are getting shorter, every sign feels close to true. I'm coming back home where the nights are slow, where the streets still know my name. I've seen enough to understand what's worth keeping, what can change. I don't need much, I just need to know there's a light on somewhere in the dark. I'm coming back home with tired hands and a steady heart. There's a porch light humming in the quiet air, same old house, same worn out chair. Time left marks on every wall, but it didn't take away what matters at all. I don't regret the road behind me, it taught me how to stay. I'm coming back home where the nights are slow, where forgiveness lives in the dust. I walked away to find myself, now I know who I can trust. I don't need answers carved in stone, just a place that feels like part of me. I'm coming back home, not the same man, but the man I'm meant to be. Home ain't perfect, home ain't new, it's the place that makes room for you. After all the miles you've known, it's where your name sounds true again. I'm coming back home when the road runs out, when the noise finally fades. I've been everywhere I needed to go to learn why I stayed away. Now the door is open, the night is calm, and the past don't pull so hard. I'm coming back home with open eyes and a grateful heart. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming down. Same road bends past the old oak tree, still knows every part of me. Paint's gone thin on that front door frame, but it held through wind and rain. Radio plays them tired songs I learned right from, I learned wrong. I'm still standing. An open heart, still here after all these years. Wide vibrato, no tang and breathe, less fire, more soul. Hey, I was built by home and weather, hey, by the nights that put us together. I didn't win every war, but I stay true. Hey, when the road got long and narrow, hey, I lean on hope, not tomorrow. If this is as far as I go, let it be known. I stood my ground, I carried on, still stand where it all started. My father's hands were always working, even when he had no rest. He didn't talk about his worries, he just did what he thought was best. I see him every time I stand up, when the weight gets hard to hold. I hear his voice in the silence, saying, son, just don't let go. I didn't know it then, but I was watching how to be. It ain't the money or the miles you run or the names carved in a stone. carry my name. I watch my children learn the world, scrape knees and open eyes, try to give them more than answers, try to teach them how to try. I got some things wrong along the way, missed a few nights I should have stayed, but I hope they know my heart was there. Even when I couldn't say it, time moved fast, faster than you think. It ain't the money or the miles you run or the battles that you won. It's the way you stand when you fall down and the way you treat someone. Every hard-earned piece of wisdom, every silent prayer is part of what I leave behind when I'm no longer there. Now watch a younger set of eyes laugh where my worries used to live, and I pray they learn a gentler way without forgetting how to give. It ain't about being remembered or having the last word said. It's about the love that keeps on walking long after you're gone ahead. If I've taught them how to stand tall and still care, then I've left enough behind to know I was there. We don't live forever, but love goes on from hand to hand, from dusk to dawn. My old man talked with his hands, said more with words than words. Left before the sun came up, came home tired, still firm. I didn't know I was learning, I just thought that's how it's done. Turns out I was watching how a man becomes one. He never said much, but he showed me how. Blood and time, that's what we give. You don't choose how you're born, you choose how you live. I made mistakes, I've crossed some lines, remains when the noise is gone and you drop the names. If they stand tall and still stay kind, then I left enough behind with blood and time. No medals, no crown, just love passed down. I didn't grow up easy, didn't learn the gentle way. Every lesson had a price on it, every dollar took a day. Hands been cut on honest work, back bent by the grind. I ain't rich, I ain't lucky, but I paid what was mine. I don't need a clean story, I don't need applause. I slept light, ate late, work sick, work sore. Watch the clock bleed hours through a rusted door. I learned when to keep quiet, learn when to fight. Learn some days you just hold on till morning light. I don't blame the weather, I don't curse the cards. I live the hard way proud, never beg, never bow. When the road went dark, I didn't turn around. I earned every mile, every breath I'm allowed. I didn't get it handed down, I live the hard way proud. Maybe I should have had it easier, maybe I should have asked for more. But I know the weight of my own name and what it's worth when it hits the floor. I live the hard way proud, still standing my ground. Time took shots, I stayed up, didn't let it knock me down. I ain't polished, I ain't loud, but I don't back down. I did it handed down. I live the hard way proud, yeah. Scars up, head high, hard life, still mine, yeah. Standstill lake when the weather turns. Every scar's a lesson learned. Didn't win every fight I tried, but I never once stayed down. Sun came up, I punched that clock, gave my strength to what I got. Some days been near the bone, still I carried on. I ain't saying I got it right, just saying I showed up every night. I did my best with what I had, gave it all, good and bad. I stood tall when the ground got rough. That was enough. I don't wear gold, I wear these lines, proof I paid my dues in time. I didn't break, I didn't bend, I did my best right to the end. Build my life with calloused hands, learn to take it as it stands. Some dreams faded, some stayed true, but I earned every mile I moved. Lost a few, buried some, said goodbye when the work was done. Still I walk with my head up high, no need to justify. If this road has taught me one thing, it's pride don't come from easy wins. I did my best, I held my ground when the easy way wasn't around. I stood firm when the nights were long, that made me stronger. I don't beg for a cleaner name, I live this life out loud and plain. If I fall honest then. I did my best right to the end. This ain't about glory, it's about staying on your feet. Sounds like work, sounds like years. I did my best, I paid the cost, I stood my ground, I took the loss. I didn't quit when the fight got rough, that was enough. If they ask what I left behind, say I gave my heart in time. I don't need praise, I showed up when I was unsure, when nothing felt safe or pure. I didn't quit, I didn't run, I stayed. If you're still standing here like me, still learning what you're meant to be, then you know exactly what I mean. I showed up, and now talking, never learned them soft replies. But I fixed what broke at midnight, and I didn't ask you why. Hands full of rust in daylight, boots worn thin by years. When the room went cold and empty, I was standing here. I don't swear while the whole thing burned. I don't wear my heart out loud, never been that kind of man, but I stood my ground in silence when it all went bad. Some men talk real pretty, some men just bear. When it got hard to breathe, I was there. I never said I loved you, never begged or swore, but I locked the door behind us and I took the storm. If loving means you don't leave when the truth gets bare, then read it in the scars we kept. I stayed. Maybe love ain't mercy or grace, maybe it's holding your place. No speeches, no goodbye, just another night you don't drive. I won't claim I did it right. Hell, I got things wrong, but I stood there when it mattered. I stood there long. If love's a man who don't disappear when the road gets mean and unfair, then whatever else you call it, I stay. No big words, I was there. I carried groceries in the dark, changed a tire on a dead-end road, held the house together with tied hands when the weight got hard to hold. I don't need my name remembered, I don't need no crown of praise. Just know I didn't walk away when walking would have been easy. Some folks talking fire and sound, I talking hours in repair. If love is staying put, I was there. I didn't say I loved you, didn't write it in the sky, but I stood right in the doorway every time you thought of goodbye. It was the work you do in silence when nobody else cares. Then every scar we made it through says I was there. Maybe love ain't roses or rings, maybe it's fixing broken things, keeping quiet, holding ground when the whole damn world backs down. I won't swear I said it perfect, I won't claim I always knew, but every time life leaned too hard, I lean back with you. If loving means you don't run when the nights get long and bare, then you never stood alone. 'Cause I was there. No speeches, no goodbye scenes, just a light left on and a man who stayed. Talk the way we used to, words come slower than before, but I still reach for your hand every time I cross the floor. We've seen seasons turn against us, watched our plans come and go, till there's nowhere else I'd rather be than right here growing old. We don't need to say much, we already know. Easy. This is long love, not the fire that is long love. Your face holds every story that time didn't erase. I know the sound of your footsteps, I know the lines on your face. We've learned how to forgive fast, learned what's worth the fight. Some things don't need fixing, they just need time. We both changed, but not the way we stand. This is long love, built on staying through, on seeing it through when the shine was gone. This is long love, every scar we share, every silent prayer that kept us going. It ain't perfect, it ain't young, but it's deep and it's done, yeah. This is long love. Love like this don't ask for proof, it just shows up, wanting true. Side by side, year by year, still choosing to be here. This is long love, it don't need a stage, it don't fade with age, it just grows steady. This is long love, and if the road runs thin, I'd walk it again right beside you. No big vows, no white dove, just a life made of long love. Yeah, long love. Yeah, long love. Yeah, long love. Old photographs in a faded frame, still know every face by name. Some smiles crooked, some half afraid, but they all meant something to me. Summer nights in borrowed cars, talking big under tired stars. Didn't know how fast it'd go, just thought that's how life unfolds. Time don't rush me like before. I let the memories walk through the door. I look back without regret every nothing rushed. I look back and I still smile at the boy I was a while. He didn't know where he was bound, but he never backed down. If tomorrow slows me more, I won't feel what's been before. I've lived enough to say it plain, I wouldn't take it back again. Nothing I take back. No, not a thing. About where I've been, don't keep score, don't need a win. Some things you carry, some you don't. Some truths you live, not quote. And still know the shape of work. Back still feels whatever's worth. I don't shine, I don't pretend, I just show up again. I learned early, learned it slow. What matters don't need a show. There's nothing loud about it, nothing carved in stone. Just a way of standing steady when you're on your own. I don't wear it like a crown, don't need the world to bow. There's nothing loud about it, but I'm proud. Change, held my tongue, absorbed the blame. Not because I couldn't fight, just knew when it wasn't right. Some days pass without a mark, some nights leave a lasting scar. I don't speak them all out loud, still they shade me now. You don't earn it with a shout, you earn it by sticking it out. There's nothing loud about it, nothing built for show. Just a calm that comes from knowing what you owe. I don't need to raise my voice or justify my choice. There's nothing loud about it, but I'm proud. Pride ain't about the noise you make, it's about the noise you don't. Every band breathes, every note means something. There's nothing loud about it, I don't need applause. Just to look myself in the mirror without pause. If this life has taught me how to stand without a crowd, there's nothing loud about it, but I'm proud. as fall, white line fading, tires unload, night still waiting. I've driven circles, I've driven straight. Some roads teach, some just break. Every mile took a toll. You can't forget them old roads. Gaslight blinking, coffee cold, hands still steady, heart still low. Past the signs I used to know. Some towns die, some won't let go. I don't curse what I chose. All roads don't lie, they mark your skin. Where you started, where you've been. You can burn maps, you can explode, but you carry dust from old roads. They don't promise, they don't bend, they just stretch till the end. They don't forgive, they show you how you learn to live. New wheels roll, new stories low, but I'm built by them old roads, yeah. Still rolling, still cold, still breathing. There's a chair by the window, paint worn thin by the years. Nobody tells me to sit down, a place for me. I've slept in borrowed bedrooms, wore out welcome signs, chased the sound of somewhere better, left pieces of myself behind. But here the silence knows me like an old familiar tune. It don't ask where I've been, it just gives me room. No promises spoken, no lines in the sand, just a steady kind of mercy I finally understand. Oh, I don't own this ground beneath my feet, don't claim these walls or this old street. But when the night gets heavy on me, yeah, there's still a place for me. I don't need to be needed, I don't need a plea, just a worn out chair and a memory that says there's still a place for me. Maybe home ain't something you keep, maybe it's something that lets you be. No chains, no debts, no guarantee, just belonging quietly. I don't own this ground beneath my feet, but it knows the weight of me. And when the road forgets my name, this place still remembers me. I don't need forever, I don't need to see the future laid out in front of me. Just knowing there's still a place for me. No loss, no claims, just a door that opens all the same. We were young when the nights felt long, radio low, hearts too strong. Didn't know much about right or wrong, just knew where we belong. Time moved fast and slowed us down, put some cracks in this old ground. But every mile, every hard year, you were still standing here. Every scar learned how to heal, every doubt taught us what's real. This ain't fire that burns and fades, it's a flame that learned to stay. Through the good, through the worst we knew, I'm still here with you. We've been quiet, we've been loud, lost our way, then found it out. All these years still here with you. Lines on your face, lines on mine, proof we gave it all our time. Some dreams bent, some broken too, but love stayed true. We've held hands through changing days, said hard words, then found our way. World kept turning, tried to pull us loose, but I stayed here with you. It wasn't perfect, never clean, but it was honest in between. This ain't thunder just passing by. It's a storm we learn to ride. When the nights cut deep and blue, I stayed here with you. No grand promises carved in stone, just two hearts that built a home. All these years, all we've been through, I'm still here with you. We didn't win every fight, but we never walked away. Not loud, just honest, like memory talking back. This ain't love that needs a stage. It's a hand that doesn't shake when the world don't tell the truth. I'm still here with you. If tomorrow breaks us down, if the light don't come around, every road I ever choose still leads me back to you. Still here after all these years. Still here. Dust on the porch, cracks in the paint. This place been standing as long as I ain't. Floorboards talk when I walk slow. Every scar here I already know. Ain't much left, but it's mine to bear. This house remembers every mile I ran. I broke my back, I broke my plan. still hangs behind the door, like you might need it once more. Coffee cools on your side of the table. Some habits never let go. The room still breathes the way you did. Every silence knows your name. I talk to you like you're still around. Guess love don't understand change. Time keeps moving, I stay still, learning how to live with less. I'm still loving you here, in the quiet, in the years. Every word I didn't say still finds its way. I don't chase the past or tears, I just hold you close in memory. You're gone, but you're still near. I'm still loving you here. Your laughter lives in broken songs on the radio late at night. Every road we never took still shows up in my mind. I tried to walk this world alone, learned how to wear my days, but every time I almost forget, love gently calls your name. Grief don't shout, it stays low, like a song only I know. I'm still loving you here, in the spaces, in the years. Every promise time erased still holds its place. I don't beg the past to stay, I just carry what remains. You're gone, but you're still near. I'm still loving you here. Some love doesn't leave, it just learns how to wait. Every note feels like breath held too long. No rush, I'm still loving you here. When the nights don't disappear, when the world moves on somehow, and I'm standing still right now. If there's peace beyond these years, I hope you'll feel me when I'm near. You're gone, but you're still dear. I'm still loving you here. Still loving you. Still loving you here. I don't talk much about where I've been. Don't keep score, don't need a win. Some things you carry, some you don't. Some truths you live, not quote. And still know the shape of work. Back still feels whatever's worth. I don't shine, I don't pretend, I just show up again. I learned early, learned it slow. What matters don't need a show. There's nothing loud about it, nothing carved in stone. Just a way of standing steady when you're on your own. I don't wear it like a crown, don't need the world to bow. There's nothing loud about it, but I'm proud. Change, held my tongue, absorbed the blame. Not because I couldn't fight, just knew when it wasn't right. Some days pass without a mark, some nights leave a lasting scar. I don't speak them all out loud, still they shade me now. You don't earn it with a shout, you earn it by sticking it out. There's nothing loud about it, nothing built for show. Just a calm that comes from knowing what you owe. I don't need to raise my voice or justify my choice. There's nothing loud about it, but I'm about the noise you make, it's about the noise you don't. Every bend breeze, every note means something. There's nothing loud about it, I don't need applause. Just to look myself in the mirror without pause. If this life has taught me how to stand without a crowd, there's nothing loud about it, but I'm proud. I've carried a weight I couldn't name, tried to steer every turn, held on tight to what I wanted, watched it twist, watched it burn. I learned the hard way, fighting time just leaves you tired and slow. Some things ain't meant to be fixed, some things you let go. I don't need a sign from heaven, don't need to be told. I leave it in the road, lay it down, let it roll. If it's meant to come back to me, it'll know what to do. I don't need to understand every mile I'm sure. I've done all I can do now. I leave it in the road. No prayers spoken, no hands held tight, just trust. And another night. Your coat still hangs behind the door, like you might need it once more. Coffee cools on your side of the table. Some habits never let go. The room still breathes the way you did. Every silence knows your name. I talk to you like you're still around. Guess love don't understand change. Time keeps moving, I stay still. Learn somehow.